Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. Welcome to Business Strategies and Tips with Lady L. I am your host, Lady L. This is Fresh Start Monday. There's so many different feelings about a Monday, but we are always going to keep it positive and upbeat and just moving forward. And you do that understanding you're coming into a brand new week you've never seen before. So it is a fresh start Monday. I am coming to you by the way of Success Beyond Strategies LLC, building strategies that become successful actions, helping business owners and entrepreneurs identify their vision, mission, and purpose, turning them into legal realities, and making them successful, profitable business entities. This show is brought to you by the Magnet Exchange Group, magnetexchangegroup.com. Going to that website is a must. If you are looking for a book club or social club of like-minded individuals with a powerful magnetic attraction, I'm talking about a global, solid magnetic attraction that develops healthy relationships, strong personal development skill sets, sharing wisdom, and I do mean wisdom, and experiences in developing generational wealth and wealth preservation. If you have been following anything in any form or level of the media, you know that we are in for some topsy-turvy situations. You need to know the truth. MagnetExchangeGroup.com, LifechangingAlliances.com is where that truth is being told. So with that being said, let's move into our subject for today. I've been working with a lot of people in developing business entities, so I want to address the masses, making sure that you know what is the best business entity selection for your business model. The business structure that you choose influences everything from your day-to-day operations to taxes, personal assets, levels of risk. So you want to make sure that you are choosing the right business entity. So you're saying, well, Lady L, how do I do that? Well, let's go to the info. The entity that best suits you and your business model depends on the type of business, your industry that you are engaging in, and your objectives. Why do you want to do what you're doing? You've been gifted with a talent. You've been gifted with a product line that will really be a help to the masses. So you want to make sure that you are making your objectives clear. Typically, choosing a business entity comes down to three considerations: asset protection, estate planning, and taxes. You want to make sure that you are selecting the right entities, that you are maximizing these three areas: asset protection, estate planning, and tax issues. There are three main types of business entities that you can select from. They have different subsidiaries of these major areas, whether that's an LLC, Corp. There's levels under LLC, there's levels under Corp, and you want to make sure that you are selecting the right one. Under the LLCs, you have your sole proprietors, you have your limited liability partnerships, you have single member LLCs, you have LLCs that can come under an S Corp umbrella. So you want to make sure that you are selecting the right area when it comes to an LLC. When you're looking at a tax-exempt organization, or what some people like to call a nonprofit, which makes no sense because all businesses must make a profit in order to exist. So for those that have been following me on my show and on my YouTube channel, Lady Verne, LadyVerne, you know that we call them tax-exempt organizations. Those are corporations that you can have an LLC arm But an LLC is strictly for-profit entities. So even under the umbrella of a tax-exempt organization, there can be an arm that is separate from your tax-exempt organization, but it has LLC, it has for-profit characteristics. So when you go to select successbeyondstrategies.com and you put in your information and you let me know that you're trying to work out a couple of things when it comes to entity designation, our team will be more than happy to assist you in making sure that you are selecting the right entity. Now, for instance, when you're looking at business entities, all of them have some common denominators, such as insurance. You need liability insurance. You need to make sure that you have the right coverages so that you are not being implicated or being sued because of lack of coverage. You also want to make sure that if you have a brick and mortar or facility, that you are OSHA compliant. Some of you may have already heard me mention that. So these are things, licenses, insurances, certifications. You want to make sure that you're selecting the right business entity that's matching those industry standards that you need to meet. Now, another layer of protection is different types of assets. So you want to look at, you may say, well, I don't really have any assets. Just the fact that you have an EIN number, you now have positioned yourself to obtain assets. You need to look at, in your estate planning, the different investment tools and platforms that you can connect your business to, and that's why I keep iterating MagnetExchangeGroup.com, because they have the levels of platforms that you can look at your business entity after we've established it here at Success Beyond Strategies, and they can say, okay, this is your industry, this is what you want to do, this is what we recommend. They're not financial advisors, but they give information to help you make conscious, educated decisions. The choice is, at the end of the day, is up to you, but you will at least have the empowerment of information and knowledge and wisdom to make right choices and right decisions. Now, when you're looking at a LLC situation, say with a partnership or like an LLP, or you have triple LLPs, so again, you need to make sure that you're understanding what that entails, and we will be able to assist you with that. When you file your S Corp, some people may decide, well, I want to be an S Corp, I want to be a C Corp. So you need to make sure that you're knowing the difference of that. The S Corp is basically used to assist you with tax benefits, making sure that just because you're an LLC, just because you have an EIN number, does not mean that you have access to all of the tax deductions that a business brings. And that goes back to some of the other shows that I've been sharing with you, the importance of having a business address, a business phone number, a business website, a business email, because when you go to look for different levels of funding sources, they want to see that you are a legitimate business. So there's an entities of your LLCs that when you're looking at S Corp or C Corp classifications, they need to know that you're a legitimate business. Even if you are physically working from home right now, being that you are either building your business up, you're like 3 to 5 years in and you're ready to make that shift, have you put together your business address from the beginning, conducting business in a business address location, even if it's virtual, you will have that advantage already in front of you to be able to move forward. So you want to make sure that you're doing that. Professional corporations such as lawyers, doctors, dentists, therapists, other professions that require major degrees, your accounting firms, your law firms, anything within the medical industry, if you're looking to provide medical services, you want to make sure that you have the right professional corporate entity established so that you are compliant with the state, the county that you're working in, that you're servicing your clients and customers in. You want to make sure it's just a habit. When I go into a profession's office, I look for their degrees because hey, they could bootleg them, but at least I'll be able to say, well, that's where they went. And if I wanted to go deeper, I mean, because you got some discernment now, if they know what they're talking about, especially if you've taken the time to educate yourself about why you're acquiring their services, then you will know that, okay, they're legit. I can go with what they're doing because they've made sure that certain things are in place and they make them in public view. Some states do require that people who are offering professional services actually organize as a professional corporation in their state, and that's just another type of entity. And that professional corporation can still go to the IRS, can still elect and be treated as an S Corp, even though they are an LLC. So with that being said, that's just a brief overview. Go to my YouTube channel, Lady Vern, LadyVerne, where we go into a little more in depth. The shows are labeled by their subject heading. This way you can go about making sure that you are liking, subscribing, and hit that notification button so that the shows can come into your feed. And I guarantee you on a daily basis, just the right show is going to pop into your feed that's going to help you take your business to the next dimension. So with that being said, have a fresh start Monday. Now that you have did your breathing over the weekend, you've had your woosah time, now's the time to get back to work. Take that fresh start, sit down and refresh yourself with your different strategies and plans that you have been putting in place to make sure that you are refocusing, that those that serve among you and with you are refocusing to make sure that you have a highly successful and productive and profitable business week. Bye-bye for now. Have a great day.